This is John Zaninovich. Welcome to Move My Mass. You'll be hearing from great guests talk about balancing life and being fit. Hey, Melania. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Been looking forward to having you on.
Yeah.
Very interesting sport you do, paired skating.
Pair skating, yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to talking about that.
Yeah.
It's got to be, when I watch it, it is quite nerve-wracking, seeing you go in the air and all that. But
yeah, it definitely takes a lot of trust, but
right.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. Before we came on, we were talking about your goals, and, I've always in my head, or just, when the family talks, talking about, hopefully you make the Olympics someday.
Yeah.
But, a little goal before that is pretty much making Team USA, right? Is that your?
Yes. So I've been to nationals, which is like the biggest competition in like the US.
Uh-huh.
And like the next step would be Team USA, which I'm excited for, because then you would be able to do like international competitions and kind of like travel around. That's like my big dream.
Now that Team USA is the national team. That's the team. If you're on that, you're automatically in the Olympics, or no?
No, that would be like the Olympic team. So basically like Team USA, you get assigned competitions, which would be like in different countries. And they would like, you get to go compete. And then if you make it go to nationals, then it's like every Olympic year, it's like the top, depends on how many spots we have, but then the top people from there, then they get to go on to the Olympics.
Okay, I gotcha.
So.
And what have the steps been? What's the normal track to get to Team USA?
Honestly,
like what are the lower competitions you have to go through first before you get there?
Well, I mean, to get to nationals, it would be like regionals, sectionals, nationals, and then if you're like doing really well and you have to be a high enough level, then you can get on to Team USA.
Okay,
and
I gotcha.
I think they pick you. I don't really know how it all works. But
you just get told where to show up.
Yeah.
And you go and compete and win.
Yeah.
Or try to win.
Yeah.
Right. I totally get that. How old were you when you started? You're 16 now, which makes you the youngest guest on the podcast by a long shot.
Really?
Yeah, big time.
Wow.
But yeah, how old were you when you started?
I want to say 4 years old. So I just started skating here in Bakersfield, and then I was doing pretty good as a kid. So then I had there was coaches that would come to Bakersfield from LA. And so then I would coach with them. And then they kind of started coaching more down in they were in Torrance. And so then I started going down there.
Okay.
And then, it just kind of progressed. And then I got with my coaches that I had for a while, which are Dennis and Bianca. And then they wanted to put together a pairs team. And I've always known that's where I want to go. So then I was like coaching from them. And then that's when I got put together with my first partner and my second partner. And then
I gotcha. And what was it that made you decide to go into pairs versus, solo?
I mean,
skating?
Honestly, I've always just wanted to have like a best friend to like skate with, just have somebody on the ice with you. And it's a lot of fun. You feel like you're like flying,
Yeah. And you were mentioning that you are looking, or not looking for, but you're getting a new partner or a potential new partner, correct?
Yeah, I had a tryout with a boy like, I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've skated together quite a few times since then. I'll be with him again tomorrow. Oh, yeah, again tomorrow.
And how does that work? Who picks somebody for you and vice versa? How do they pick you? You have to become available, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's
people
like
are normally
sites.
paired
It's kind
up.
of like dating websites, but it's like for pair skaters.
Okay.
And then this one, he trains with the same coaching team as me. And then his partner, she actually got injured. And so then now he's looking for a new partner. So then we had a tryout and yeah.
Yeah, because I can imagine sometimes you can go a while without a partner if nobody's free.
Yeah. I stopped
especially at your
skating.
level.
Yeah, I stopped it for a while because I had one partner and then that's when I went to nationals with, and then he got a new partner because he was younger than me, he needed a younger skater.
Yeah.
And so then I kind of stopped for a while, And then my coach at the time, he would like do lifts and stuff with me. And yeah. And then the other coaching, they were like, I don't really know. I just kind of ended up working with them.
Right.
And then I've been working with my coach, Nate, and he's been teaching me like everything. And then, yeah.
So when you're looking for a partner, and I mean, that partner has to be strong. Yeah. Obviously, they're throwing you, catching you, holding you above their head as they're skating around ice.
Yeah.
And then it puts a lot of pressure on you it puts a lot of pressure on the female skater because you've got to be a light person.
Yeah.
Right? So you're trying to get strong to skate.
Yeah.
Trying to, gain some muscle to do your thing, but I'm assuming you have to, like, you're just a small person.
Yeah.
Naturally, right?
Yeah. But so what I do is, because I have to still have muscle, but like really lean muscle.
Correct.
So I have a guy that I work with down in Irvine, and he gives me all my workouts. He gives me like kind of like what I should be eating and like, how much protein I should be eating and like all that stuff. And he tracks like my weight and like my body fat and everything.
Yeah, because you've been doing this since you were 4.
Yeah.
So everything you're doing is natural to you.
Yeah.
This is all you know, essentially. Yeah. Like you just know to work out. You know what workouts to do for skating. You have coaches that take you there and, hey, this is what you need to do. But you've done it so long that it's just naturally there.
Yeah.
What's a normal day for you? When you're up here, when you're not traveling to go train, but you're at home here in Bakersfield, what's a normal day for you?
So when I'm here, I would normally, like this morning, I woke up around like 8 o'clock, I think. And then I grabbed a quick breakfast, went to the rink, skated. I just did 2 hours today.
Just did 2 hours?
Yeah. Normally I skate about 3 hours a day.
Right.
And then now I'm here. Then I'll probably work out again tonight for like an hour.
What will that be? What will that workout be?
I think I'm just going to do arms today. Mm-hmm. Little workout. Today's kind of like my chill day. And yeah, I try to like spread all of my stuff around.
Right. Yeah. So you have multiple coaches, right? Nutrition coach.
Oh, I have a lot.
Training coach. Obviously skating
I've
coach.
got like 2 jump coaches. I've got my para coach, got a stroking coach, and that's like all of your skating exercises. And then I've got like my main coach, and she works with me occasionally. Then I have like my workout guy. I don't really know what to call him, but he's like my nutrition workout guy / if I have an injury.
Call him a trainer.
Yeah, he's like a trainer.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
And how often are you with these people versus are they like emailing you workouts or is it like, are you meeting with these people regularly?
Yeah, I see all of them every week. And then my trainer guy, he like will email me workouts and what I need to be doing. And, I have his number too. So like if I need, like say my ankle's hurting, I can like be like, oh, this hurts. And he'll be like, this is probably what it is. You should be doing like this, and that.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm super impressed with how you handle everything because knowing the level of athlete that you are, I mean, you're elite, call it what it is.
Yeah.
And the way you handle it, because, I'm around you at family dinners or family functions and I see you all the time. You're not high strung where like a lot of athletes, they're looking at their watch. It's time to go. I got to go. I got to go home and get my sleep. Or, I do notice that you handle everything very, very chill.
Yeah. I try to have balance with everything I do.
You're doing from the outside, it looks like you're handling that very well.
Thank you.
It's got to be some times though where you're just like, I don't want to do this right now. Like, there's got to be some mornings you wake up and say, hell no, I don't want to go get on the ice.
Definitely. There are some mornings, but I love this sport so much.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely all those like rituals and habits that just keep me going.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, got to do this, even if I don't want to today, but tomorrow I'll be happy that I did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And even right after the workout, you probably are.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you handle the nerves when you're partnering up with a new partner and they're going to throw you for that first time? Is that a little bit nerve-wracking?
A little bit, but I mean, we start with, just like single jumps and then,
right. You don't just go straight for the...
Yeah, I'm not just like, oh, quad, here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but we kind of work our way up and build that trust and,
Yeah. What's your favorite workout?
Um,
Besides skating. You love to skate.
besides
So
skating, I just like going to the gym and just working out.
okay. Yeah.
And then I've been trying to get into swimming
Mm-hmm.
because I've had some back issues, so I figured that would be good. So that's been fun.
I assume back injuries, or not back injuries, but issues with the back are common in this.
Yeah, they're pretty common. Knees, I would say, are the most common.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody has like knee issues at some point in figure skating.
Right.
But yeah.
And what's your day like tomorrow?
So tomorrow I have to wake up pretty early. Not exactly sure what time I start. I think 8:30 down in Irvine.
Oh,
So
right.
then I would need to leave at probably like 5, and then get going, work out, or skate my first session. Then I would have a pretty big break, skate another session, break another session, then go to the gym, work out. And that's my day.
Yeah, it's just, sitting here listening to your days and your workouts, even though I know you're working your butt off because you do what you do, but to hear it is another level. It's like, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, all right, John, you lazy ass. Maybe you want to kick your game up a little bit. You can add some more workouts to your routine, but it's weird. It's just that's your thing.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. I've been doing that since I was like 10.
Right. You just do it.
Yeah, and then I try to split it up with like putting my schoolwork in between sessions. So each session is an hour, so then I skate an hour, do some schoolwork.
And speaking of school, you've been in homeschooling.
Yeah, it's all online. I think since first grade.
Okay.
So pretty much for a while. And all of my schoolwork's online. So I just have to take my laptop, do that. And then all of my friends, like my skating friends, they're all online too. So we'll kind of study together at the rink and then, hang out. And so it's kind of normal school, but like figure skaters.
I'm just digging. Like the more I talk to you right now, the more I can't believe how chill you are about it. And it's like, yep, hey, I got to get up early tomorrow. Yeah. Put in 6 hours of working out probably total, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, but 4 hours. That's a lot.
3 to 4 hours, yeah.
That's not, that's normal for what you're doing and for your goals. But, just trying to, even for me and my listener, I just want them to know, man, you were working your ass off. And it's so incredibly, like what % of skaters make it to the level that you want to be at?
The level that I want to be? Well, I would love to be like an Olympic champion,
Right.
But I would say Team USA, not very many.
Yeah, it's like all elite athletes. Like this percentage is so small, but they're all working their asses off.
Yeah. Everybody works their ass off. But
yeah. And it's just incredible to just got to keep chugging.
I know.
How do you handle the hard days? There's, I know some days for me, even my workouts always make me feel better. Every once in a while it doesn't work. Every once in a while I'm like, this is still just a crappy day. Do you have any tips like for younger athletes that, hey, how do you keep your chin up? You have some psychological tricks?
Definitely like have a couple quotes that you love. One of my favorites is work hard today so that your future self will thank you or live the life that she deserves. So that's kind of what I always think about that. I'm like, okay, well, I got to do this now so that in the future I will be happy. I'll be like, thank you for working hard today.
Right.
And then, like I said, just forming those habits of just getting into working out, getting into all of that, whatever you need to do. And that will keep you pushing.
Love those.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, got to have something to keep it going.
Yeah.
And get over those hard ones.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite pre-competition rituals you do? Do you have a routine like it's like a clock where you just, all right, now I'm going to listen to some music. Now I'm going to rest or whatever. I do try to listen to music.
Normally I listen to, I don't know, I just listen to like throwback songs that are like super pumped up. Normally I try to dance a little bit, get in that headspace. And I just try not to think about it. I try to just picture like, okay, it's just normal practice, just running my program. I do this every day. Just try not to picture the judges. Just try to picture my coach there, like yelling at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the crowds?
I do.
Does it pump you up?
Yeah.
Right. Judges, no.
No, not the judges. Those are a little nerve-wracking, but the crowd's fun.
Yeah, it has to be fun. Well, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially when you skate a clean program,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know it. You just feel it, right?
Yeah.
Is it like, do you feel it beforehand too? You're just like, I got this today. Well, you probably have to have that all the time or you wouldn't perform very well. But are there some days where I am super dialed in?
Yeah, there definitely are some days where I'm just like so motivated. I'm like, I got this. I'm just landing everything, jumping great. Then there's other days where I just can't jump. I'm just falling and falling and falling. So
yeah. Is it like other sports where, if you get to a high level in, say, basketball or football or something like that, the game slows down for the elite athlete? Like you kind of can see things coming before they happen. You're just so
like in that headspace.
you're just so aware that things are slower for you. So that makes you better. You perform better because you're reacting faster. Does it slow down for you? Like when you're about to do spins or jumps or?
It either slows down or it gets faster. And you're just like, oh no.
When it gets faster, that's not good, I'm assuming.
No.
Or is it?
Depends. I mean.
Like, yeah. So what's it feel like when you're on? Like what's it?
Like in competition?
Yeah. Like, how do you know you're on besides all the work you've prepped for, everything you've done? You're like, okay, I'm going to go out and nail this. But I know whenever I played sports, which is forever ago, but I could just tell like it's going to be a good day because everything just seems more clear. Everything seems slower, which makes my reaction time faster. So those things I could tell. I'm like, I'm in a different zone today.
Yeah, I definitely do get that with some competitions. And then others, I'll just be like really nervous, really shaky. But I try to just like pretend like I'm in practice, just smile and, do my thing. And normally that first jump in your program is like very nerve wracking because you're like, okay, this is kind of going to determine a little bit what I'm doing. Yeah. But I just try to think about like what's next, whether it's a spin or a jump or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing the spin. That's it. Then, okay, now it's just this jump, instead of thinking about like the whole program as a whole, like, oh, I fell. Now the whole program's gone,
Right.
Try to just go one jump at a time.
When you do a routine, do the judges know what you're going to be doing? Like, do you give them your routine beforehand?
You do have like a planned program thing that you have to fill out.
Right.
But you can do something different. So sometimes like if I do a jump and I don't get like a jump combination, it's like 2 jumps. If I don't get the second one, then I'm like, okay, I need to put this in on my next jump. Sometimes I'll kind of switch around my program a little bit.
During the actual program.
Yes.
That's where I was leading because I can see where, all right, I don't know the names of the moves and all that, but you do a couple of huge jumps and you don't nail them. And you're like, man, something's wrong today.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just not hitting it. But I have to land something. Mm-hmm. So is that when you change it up? You're like, all right, I'm going to throw in.
Yeah, because say you have like 3 or 2 jump combo and you like fall on the first one, then you have to put that second jump in somewhere else in the program at the end of a different jump. So normally my coaches will kind of plan my program around that too. And they'll kind of go over it with you like, okay, if you miss this, put this there and do that. So I try to like, I don't think they like it when I move from my program in competition, but.
Oh yeah, I bet nobody does, but sometimes
you have to. You
got to make the adjustment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you do that with the partner? You guys talk to each other as you're cruising around like, hey, on this next move, we're going to, like, how does that work?
Yeah, you do talk to each other a little bit. I mean, I'm still kind of a new pair skater, so I'm still kind of learning. But
really? How long have you been doing pairs?
I did it for that year, and then I kind of took like 2 years where I didn't do it, and then now I'm getting back into it.
Okay.
So.
I thought you had been doing that longer for some reason. I don't know why.
No, because I'd stopped for a little bit, and then
okay,
I'm back into it.
Right. So. Yeah, because now both people have to be super on. And one could easily have a bad day when the other's not.
Yeah.
And you're just like, all right, I gotta.
That's where you gotta be a team. If your partner messes up, then you kind of gotta take it as a team.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had your partner tell you, you know what, we're not doing this next one. We're going to do this instead because I just don't have it. Have you ever had that happen?
I haven't had that happen, but I think it does happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Happen, yeah.
And
you talk a little bit while you're competing. Like you're like, if you're in your spin, you're like, okay, change, different position,
Yeah. And so do you already have that pre-programmed? Like if I say change, this is what we're going to do?
Well, normally change is like in your spin position, you're like, change. So, you're changing, like you're on in sync.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, I mean, you do kind of go over like, okay, if you mess this up, put this there. But I've never had it happen doing pairs.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. What's your favorite competition that you've done? Do you have one that stands
Nationals,
out?
for sure.
Nationals.
Yeah.
What'd you place there?
5th.
5th.
Yeah.
And if you were to, is that annual? Does that happen every year?
Yes.
And then how high do you have to place to make it to Team USA?
There's not like a specific place.
It doesn't work like that. They just watch you and say, I want her. Is that what happens?
I think so. I mean, I don't really know how that works. I think you just kind of get picked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should actually ask somebody.
Because, I mean, you can
get
5th place because maybe you fell or something like that. But the coaches can see, well, she's bad at. I still want her. Yeah, she fell, but whatever.
I mean, that's happened in like the Olympics as well. Like people will place like top 3, but they're not consistent. Like they won't be consistent.
Oh, okay.
And so the Olympic, like, I don't really know who it is, but US figured they're like, okay, they did good at nationals, but they're not as consistent as this person. They just screwed up, had a bad skate, but we're still gonna, pick them.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that. When does all this happen next go around? When is where are you at in your season right now?
I haven't really competed this season yet because of like COVID and everything. Competitions have been weird. And then I'm just trying to get into pairs right now. But yeah.
Yeah, you're just trying to.
And I'm trying to get my triples. That's a big thing. I need to get all of those jumps. So that's where I'm at.
So what is the biggest jump you've done?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm so naive to all this. What's the biggest jump you can do in skating?
Like possibly?
In competition. Like, yeah, what are they?
I mean, like quads.
Quad is like pretty common.
Yeah, that's 4 rotations in the air.
Right.
It's crazy.
Have you done a quad before?
No, I've never done a quad. I've done it on the harness, though, with my coach.
And you've done triples?
Yes.
You're working on that right now?
I'm working on those, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not clean yet, but
hopefully
soon.
Do you wear pads when you're practicing?
I do.
I would.
I used to not, and I kind of get made fun of a little bit for it. Like my coaches, he's like, really, you got to put your diaper on. I'm like, yes.
Damn right I am.
Gives me, my confidence, whatever I got to do.
Yeah.
But some people don't. Some people do. I would recommend it.
Well, you're falling on concrete, essentially, when you fall down.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah, so I just wear butt pads just so when I fall. It's a little bit of cushion.
Yeah. Have you had any serious injuries? Big ones?
I fractured my knee. But
yeah. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. I didn't have to have surgery, though. So
nice.
But I was off for a while. I had to wear like a straight leg brace for like 3 months. And then I was like off for another 3 months. That was definitely hard.
Yeah. You probably have zero patience for people that don't work hard, huh?
Yeah.
Or you just keep it down. You're just all like, yeah, I'm good. But I can you work so hard, you probably have zero patience for it.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah.
I know we're going to get up and work out. We're good.
Yeah.
But your family works hard too.
Yeah, they all pretty much work
their butts off.
Yeah, especially my brothers and my mom. Yeah.
Right. They totally do.
Yeah, they do.
We'll get your dad there.
Yeah, he's working on it.
I love it.
Trying to get him there.
Yeah, totally.
But
what's your favorite thing to do on your chill day? Or how many days off a week do you take?
I take mainly Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, normally, I just work out. Sometimes I skate on the weekend. But I always keep Sunday, just nothing.
Sunday's family day, chill day.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do?
I would say just sleep, yes. Yeah. Sleeping in, that's so nice.
Right.
And then hanging out with friends and yeah. That's about it.
Long term, later do you want to be a coach in skating, or when skating's over, is it going to be over for you, or do you want to stay in it somehow?
I definitely want to start coaching now, in the next couple months. And then once I stop skating competitively, I would like to do a Disney on Ice tour, maybe a Europe one. So then you would get to travel all around Europe, performing and doing shows.
Nice.
I think that would be a lot of fun. And my dream is to be a doctor. So
what kind?
I think like a dermatologist. I'm not quite sure, but I'm really interested in like medical stuff. So, I mean, that's like my long-term goal.
Right.
But definitely like coaching on the side. Be a good job.
Fun. Yeah. Traveling would be fun to do the shows.
That would be a lot of fun.
That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. My coach did that.
Now, I know you're only 16. You're young, but you're also been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What advice do you have for the younger skaters out there that are chasing their dream? Anything like, is there anything that you would have done different to where you're at now?
Honestly, just keep pushing and definitely work out at a young age and take your nutrition seriously. But so that's about it.
Yeah, nutrition is an easy thing to overlook when you're young.
Yeah.
Because you don't really feel any effect from bad food or good food. Your body's just rocking. It's like burning that stuff up. You're working out hard.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to feel those, but.
Yeah. And yeah, if you could start younger, it'd be even better.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Right. Yeah, it's hopefully the year shapes up and competitions can start up.
I know. Well, there have been a few.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't put a program together and like started doing it yet because I'm just trying to focus on like my jumps and my skating. And then like once you have a program, that's kind of like a lot of work. You know, you got to work on that and competitions. And I'm just trying to focus on
How long does it
elements.
take to put a program together? Because how long is a program?
Program is around like 3 minutes. It depends on what level you are.
Yeah.
And then you'd have a short program and a long program, but they're only a few minutes. So it's just those few minutes that determines like where you're going to place and everything.
Right.
But to put one together, it kind of depends on the choreographer. I would say like normally they do it in just a few lessons, but
oh wow,
normally like 5 hours.
Okay. Before you so they have put it together and then they teach you, obviously. Or do you work with them
normally they just kind of like put it together as we're going.
As you go, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you put together like all of your elements and what you want in it. And then they just kind of make it look good.
And at what level do they start? Well, maybe they do it at all levels. I'm assuming nationals, you have to have, what do they do? Okay, you have to do 2 of these, 3 of these, 1 of these.
Oh yeah,
these
every
have to
level,
be in your routine.
There's always requirements, yeah.
Okay. So it's never just random at any level.
Nope.
Right.
That would be nice.
So like a national competition, what are those elements? How many elements in a long?
So there's like 5 elements, I want to say, in like a long program if I were to compete this year. And my last one, I think I had 5. And then the short program has like, this is jumps. So there's like 5 jumps and then 3 jumps in the short program. And then there's 2 spins and you got to do like a footwork and like spirals. So, and every level it's like different.
Right.
But it's the same for every competition, just depends on the level.
Okay. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put them in any order you want?
Yeah.
Just as long as they're all in there?
Yeah. So you can do any order you want. And you have options too on like which jumps you're doing. It's just kind of, you have certain ones. And you can't repeat jumps too many times. You can only have 2 of the same jump, and that's it. Yeah,
they don't want somebody going out there that's really, really good at triples. All right, triple,
just doing the same triple,
right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
That'd be nice though. Just do the same triple like 5 times.
Right. So what year do you have your goal set? Like I want to be Team USA. What's your
I don't really have a date on that. I'm hoping the next like 2 years.
Okay.
Hopefully. But
so it's not 4 years down the road, 5 years. I mean, that's 2 years is right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hopefully right before I'm out of high school. Yeah.
Yeah. I've only been able to see you skate. Well, Have
you ever seen me skate?
I saw you skate at the Condors game, like when you went out there between periods.
That was so much fun.
Yeah. And then I've seen you skate on film, but never at a competition live.
Yeah.
Which
they're pretty much all down in LA or, I don't know, all around.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear you talk about, before we came on, how you do pick a new partner. Well, not how you pick a new partner, but I've always watched. I'm like, the guy has to be strong. And of course, you're strong.
Yeah, the guys have to be super strong.
They just have to hold you up. And then, you made the point, yeah, it's usually a younger person with a much older male partner because they have the strength to be able to do it. And that's just so much freaking trust.
I know.
But like you say, it's not like you go out and start off with some super complex move and like, all right, let's get on that skate and try this out a little bit.
Yeah. And the guy I'm working, both of them, they have been skating for a long time. So they know what they're doing. It's more, I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But, I can trust them.
Yeah. But that's got to be super fun for them to bring on somebody new. And all right, we can make this work together instead of they might bring somebody on that's just so stuck in their ways.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely kicked them a few times and stuff like that. But
right.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're used to it.
Yeah, they're super used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, super exciting. I'm so glad you came on and looking forward to.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Watching you go through your competitions and hopefully you reach your goal. I know you're working your ass off. So that part's in the bank. Now it's just get some wins under your belt.
Keep working, keep pushing.
Right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you too.
Had a good time.
You too.